and I write songs together, and this first song that I'm going to do is actually the most recent song that he and I wrote. We wrote it back in April, at the end of April. Just a brief story about the song. Sam found a note that his mother had written. He was looking through some things, cleaning up some stuff, what have you, and he found a note unexpectedly, and it was from his mother. And so he wrote some lyrics and came to me with the song, and so I put some music and melody and revised the words a little bit, and I guess because of the subject matter, I'm been chosen to sing the song. So.
Yeah, and it was especially shocking because my mom hadn't been around with us for about 20 years, so to find a message from her was really something.
Yeah. So anyway, this is called The Note. I found a note that my mother wrote when she was still alive 20 years ago. Found myself crying at the part where she thanked me from the bottom of her heart. I don't know when or what I did. I brought back something, was just a kid, just words on paper. That's all. Something you can hug, just like a doll. A simple thing she wrote, an emotion she wore, all right there in a worn and faded note. I grabbed a chair to sit down to read this treasure that I had just found. I checked both sides of that piece of paper, wishing for more words like a long-lost letter. Thankful for this gift of love. Found a diamond in the rough, just words on paper. That's all. Something you can hug, just like a doll. Simple things she wrote, an emotion she wore, all right there in a worn and faded note. All right there in a worn and faded note.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I heard Sam singing there. That was kind of a duet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told her I was going to do it, so she said, go ahead. Going from our latest song we wrote to actually our first song we wrote now, sometimes a humorous conversation can actually lead to a serious song, and that's what happened in this case. Brief background, my wife loves Chris Hemsworth. And we were with some friends one night sitting around talking about Thor, and they were all talking about what a great guy Thor was. I wasn't saying that, but they all were. And they said, we need more Chris Hemsworths and more superheroes. And then somebody made the comment, yeah, heroes don't come along every day. Well, that sentence stuck in my head, and I thought to myself, actually they do, and that kind of led to this song that Gigi and I wrote, and we were very, very fortunate. We actually, the first time we performed this in public, was down at Port David's, and it was a fundraiser for the family of the fallen police officers in Dallas. And we got to do this song, and the first time anybody ever cried at a song that I wrote, and really kind of moved me. I wasn't exactly sure what to do. But this song is called Heroes Come Along Every Day. He never tried to be a hero, never hesitated to answer America's call. His wife sits alone, now a widow, knows for him it was worth it all. Standing in a crowd, he was invisible, but jumped in the fire when others ran away. I write this letter for every brave soul I know I can't repay, but still I'd like to say thanks to all our soldiers who fight to keep us free, for teachers, parents, everyone who sacrificed for me. Policemen, firefighters, well, it's the highest price they pay. Heroes come along, they come along every day. She never tried to be a hero. Shaping young lives was her way of giving back. Never dreamed her school would be a battleground. Her kids were saved as her own world turned black, thanks to those who teach us what it means to be free. For anyone who ever made that sacrifice for me, police, fire, and soldiers, well, it's the highest price they pay. Heroes come along, they come along every day. The picture of your life is a masterpiece, painted by the actions that you drew. It may seem a tiny part, but it's straight from the heart. Thanks to all our soldiers who fight to keep us free, for teachers, parents, everyone who sacrificed for me. Policemen, firefighters, it's the highest price they pay. Heroes come along, they come along every day. They come along every day. They come along every day. They come along every day.
Hey, that's a great song. I didn't cry, but I almost did.
Thanks, Eric.
I love that harmony too. That fit in there really well.
Thank you.
Good job there, Gigi.
Appreciate that, Harry. Let's see. This next song. Oh, I said it, Sam. I said I wasn't going to do it. This next song.
We heard a pro songwriter give a presentation about live performances. He says, "Don't ever start by saying this next song."
It's called Whiskey and Tears. I wrote it with Roger Russell, probably about 6 years ago now. And there is a lyric video out there somewhere, I think on my YouTube channel and probably on Roger's Facebook page. just about relationships and how things can go wrong with whiskey. Anyway, it goes like this. I will never drink enough to love you again. Whiskey makes me remember where we have been. If I drink any more, I'll burst into flames. Maybe it's time to use separate names. Whiskey and tears, love and loss in a glass. Remembering the years, too many gone in the past. And now all I have is whiskey and tears. Whiskey and tears. You have turned the blood in my veins into tears, drop by drop, distilled in my heart through the years. In the bottom of this bottle, for you and me, drinking from you, I still feel lonely. Whiskey and tears, love and loss in a glass. Remembering the years, too many gone in the past. And now all I have is whiskey and tears. Whiskey and tears. Now it's time for you to walk out my door. I'm finally ready to let you go. 'Cause I don't need you, no, I don't need you anymore. Whiskey and tears, love and loss in a glass. Remembering the years, too many gone in the past. Now all I have is whiskey and tears. Whiskey and tears. Whiskey and tears. Whiskey and tears.
Man, that could be a
Well,
hit
thank you,
song
Harry.
right there. That is.
Thank you so
I
much.
love
I
that.
appreciate that.
Everything
you.
about it. Yeah, keep going.
All right.
We really enjoy co-writing, and one of the things we talk about when we co-write is try not to pigeonhole ourselves into one particular type of song. So we were actually in Nashville one week, and we got together with a friend of ours from Fort Worth who was also in Nashville, John Terry, and we decided we were going to take the opportunity of writing a song together, which we'd never done before, the three of us together. And of course, if you're in Nashville and you're all three from Texas, you know the song is going to have a Texas flair to it. And so we were trying to come up with a song. Couldn't come up with any ideas. We all had our list. And then I got to one that I had been kind of saving that my wife had suggested. She said, you know, you need to write a song one day called Lone Star and Shiner. So I mentioned that to Gigi and John, and immediately the light bulbs went off. And this song pretty much wrote itself. Not an easy song to sing, but it's a fun little tune here called Lone Star and Shiner. 6-hour drive in a Texas summer. I'm a singer of songs, guitar strummer, Billboard claimed, and Oasis was near. Dixie chicken, and ice cold beer. I walked through the door looking for a table, sunlight blind, and I wasn't able to see that chair was occupied. She had long blonde hair and big blue eyes. Between a Lone Star and Shiner is where it all went down. Couple of brews, those baby blues might turn my life around. My destiny was waiting, and this is where I found her, at a bar between Lone Star and Shiner. Said, "Excuse me, ma'am," took a seat beside her. Then the fella walked up, stood behind her, big as a lineman on a football team. About 8 foot tall and looking mean. A man, a few words without any questions. Beer bottles turned into handy weapons. Never had a chance to get out of that place. He planted both brands upside my face. Between a Lone Star and Shiner, that's how I went down. Had no clue those Texas brews would knock me to the ground. My destiny walked out with him, and now I'll never find her, all because of Lone Star and Shiner. Lone Star in East Texas, Shiner down south. Both beers fill my fridge, should have never left the house. Lone Star and Shiner, that's how it went down. Had no clue those Texas brews could knock me to the ground. Glancing in that barroom mirror, I see the reminder, all thanks to Lone Star and Shiner. Scars fill up that mirror, I see the reminder. Thanks a lot, Lone Star and Shiner.
Good one.
Being from Louisiana, I always want to end that song with "I."
Let's see. What have I got next?
This next song.
I don't know where that one is. Anyway, so I was in Nashville. Well, actually, I was actually on a songwriting workshop thing online, and this was a result of a assignment. We were to identify a trend in the music world, in the charts or whatever, and write a song using that trend or opposite of the trend. And I was looking at the charts, and all the songs were about love. So I wanted to write a song about hate. So I ended up writing this song called All This Hate, and it's a song about bullying. And it goes like this. My son was born, pure and sweet, velvet skin, so soft and pink, big blue eyes, full of life, innocent and endless smiles. As he grew up, started to learn words people said had really hurt. He tried to find answers for why they had so much hate without even knowing his name. He couldn't cope with his life, found a way out from all this hate. Crowded school, gathered round, candles burned, heads were bowed. No one tried listening. Now the end is clear. clearly seen. They held hands and finally learned words they said had really hurt. They tried to find redemption for why they had so much hate without even knowing his name. Now they realize a precious child's gone from all this hate. He was my precious gift, and I miss him every day. When I close my eyes, I can see his face. And now there is no more pain. Everyone knows his name. And I know deep inside that he's free now from all this hate. Thank you.
Doing good.
Harry, I want to take a minute and thank you for doing what you do. Gigi and I both have started Facebook watch parties, so we've got a lot of friends all over the country watching right now.
Oh, great, great.
And I've seen some friends from LA, from Carolinas, from Florida, and of course Louisiana and other parts of Texas. And so we've got a lot of people around watching, but you know, you spend a lot of your time making all this happen because you know, one Dallas Songwriter Association gives a great opportunity for live performance, and a lot of this is thanks to you, so I want to thank you for that. This is actually my first time to be playing with you guys, so it's a lot of fun.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the roses.
I wanted to ask you a question. Have you ever written a song, Harry, that immediately made you want to write another song, but you couldn't write it? Have you ever had that happen?
No, but I've written songs that made other people suggest that I write other songs immediately.
Probably about 17. Yeah, about 7.
That was a joke.
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
About 17 years ago, I wrote a song. It was right when I first started writing songs, called Little Bar. And it was about a song I wrote when I went to this little bar in Harlingen and just kind of wrote about stuff I saw. And it was a fun little song, just a little bar in South Texas. And ever since I wrote that song, I wanted to write a song about a pickup line. The problem was I didn't want it to be a hokey song or a hokey pickup line. And that is virtually impossible because almost every pickup line any guy has ever had for a girl has been a hokey pickup line. But I never gave up the thought. And probably about 4 months ago, I was walking out in the park, and I had this idea again. I said, I got to write, what's a good pickup line? What's a good pickup line? Saying to myself, and as people walking by me in the park, they look at me and, you know, kind of give me the 6 feet of space because they don't know what I'm doing. And I was thinking, okay, I'm going to buy you a drink. Oh, I'm going to buy you just a... And then it came into my mind, I'm going to buy you a memory. And I went, that's not hokey. That could actually be pretty cool. And so Gigi and I got together and we came up with Buy You a Memory.
Yep.
That's, by the way, that's not to be confused with Bayou Memory, which is outside of Houma, Louisiana. Lights are dim, the smoke is thick, but I can see just fine. The image of you in the bar, nothing blocks your shine. I say hello, I can see your lips, they're shaped for no, but I won't let you say that word. I want a chance to show. Let me buy you a memory and see what we can see. We'll toast to blind luck, have a drink or two. Two may lead to three. Let me buy you a memory and see what we can see. If you give me just a chance to buy you a memory. I take a seat, you smile at me with a twinkle in your eyes. We'll have a drink and soon you'll see I'm not just any guy. A pickup line that's quite refined as the man behind the words. This must be the most sincere that you have ever heard. Let me buy you a memory, see what we can see. We'll toast to blind luck, have a drink or two. Two may lead to three. Let me buy you a memory, see what we can see. If you give me just a chance to buy you a memory. By the time the ice melts, you may want to see this through. Just might be a little spark between me and you. Let me buy you a memory, see what we can see. We'll toast to blind luck, have a drink or two. Two may lead to three. Let me buy you a memory, see what we can see. If you give me just a chance to buy you a memory. Let me buy you a memory, see what we can see. We'll toast to blind luck, have a drink or two, and two may lead to three. Let me buy you a memory, see what we can see. If you give me just a chance to buy you a memory. If you give me just a chance to buy you a memory.
Now, Sam, I like that a lot, and I've got the perfect song to follow that up with. It's called It's called Everclear. When you get drunk, don't get drunk on Everclear.
I've heard that song. I love that song. I wrote a song once also early on called "The Sooner You Start Drinking, the Better We're Gonna Sound."
Anyway, that's a good song.
God.
I liked it a lot. That's a good song.
Everclear, I forgot about that stuff.
Oh, I didn't.
That's a bad memory from college many years ago in another lifetime.
Usually the good thing about Everclear is if you have a bad memory, it helps erase the memory just in itself.
So I wrote this song 3 years ago, kind of going through some stuff, and everybody goes through this. Everybody has people that lie to them and, have to deal with that kind of stuff. And I went to a co-write one night. I wrote this with Taylor Lewis. We wrote this, 3 years ago. And, I walked into the house, to have this write, and we didn't know what we were going to write about. And I said, people lie. And he goes, yeah. I said, we need to write that song. I was just in a bad mood, so we wrote this song. When I was young in school, I learned the golden rule. Family and friends with you till the end, but along the way there would be some pain, 'cause people lie all the time. You can try to change their minds, but people lie. People lie. Couple years ago, I met you on the road, but I didn't know you had someone at home. Well, that's not how I live. Get back what you give, 'cause people lie all the time. You can try to change their minds, but people lie all the time. Looking back on life, how fast time can fly. I tried to teach my kids lying never wins. It's not what you take, it's what you leave behind. 'Cause people lie all the time. You can try to change their minds, but people lie. People lie.
Cool.
Thank you, Harry.
Good one.
And everybody else out there.
I want to do something real quick. Sometimes you have a lot of fun at practice that you never get to see when you're actually performing. We were doing this the other night, and Gigi did this song. I'm going to ask you to do this again. Play the intro again.
What, this song?
This song.
Oh.
Yeah. Play the intro again. I can see why you think you belong to me. It just reminded me of Amy. Remember the old song, Amy? Amy, what you want to do? Okay.
That song?
That was Pure Prairie League.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say
Vince Gill was
yeah.
in Pure Prairie League.
Yeah.
So. But anyway, I thought that intro, I just, oh yeah. So I think every songwriter has a dark side to them. And I've written a few dark songs. I wrote one called Solitude Road once that was about a road to a plantation not too far from Angola prison in Louisiana. And I played it for a friend of mine once. He said, "Great song, are you okay?" And I always like that reaction. And then I wrote a hard rock song called Turn Around, where the first line was dancing shadows and phantom ghosts are running through my mind. You know, every once in a while you have something come like that. So the next song is kind of a dark song. And the way this song kind of comes back, I reach back to my inner child for this one. I grew up in a house that had a lot of shadows in it. And if you're a young, impressionable child at night, shadows can be a very scary thing because you think the boogeyman is hiding for you behind every one of those shadows. And you don't want to get out of bed at night, no matter how bad you got to go. You're just going to stay in bed and hold it all night long because you don't want to face those shadows. So that kind of gave me an idea for this song. And I didn't want to use boogeyman because everybody uses boogeyman. So this song is called Bad Man. Bad man comes when the lights are low, chill you down to the very soul. Not sure what he's gonna do, but you better get ready, 'cause he's coming for you. Hey, bad man, what's your game? Don't tell your tale to me. I don't need to borrow no midnight horror, it's nothing I want to see. You better watch your children, 'cause he won't make a sound. Ain't no safe place in the whole town when the bad man comes around. Fearing him is such a sin. He came last week, now he's here again. You're the only one who knows that this is where he always goes. Yeah, bad man, what's your plan? Don't weave your web for me. I don't need to borrow no midnight horror, it's nothing I want to see. You better watch your children, 'cause he won't make a sound. Ain't no safe place in the whole town when the bad man comes around. Is he standing in your closet? Is he waiting under your bed? Doesn't matter if he's real or if he's hiding in your head. Hey, bad man, what's your game? Don't tell your tale to me. I don't need to borrow no midnight horror, it's nothing I want to see. You better watch your children, 'cause he won't make a sound. Ain't no safe place in the whole town. Yeah, bad man, what's your plan? Don't weave your web for me. I don't need to borrow no midnight horror, it's nothing I want to see. You better watch your children, 'cause he won't make a sound. Ain't no safe place in the whole town when the bad man comes around. When the bad man comes around. Yeah, bad man, don't tell your tale to me. No, bad man, don't weave no web for me. No, bad man, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, bad man, whoa, whoa. Everybody running from the bad man.
I was getting a little bit of a click there on that.
Yeah, we heard that too. That's a little something I do with my voice.
That is weird.
I'm trying to research that, Harry. I mean, every now and then that happens. I'm not clipping anywhere, and I'm trying to trace this problem. I don't know where it's coming from.
I think it was the bad man.
I thought maybe someone was touching a cable or something, and it, nothing.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe there's something loose in my guitar.
I didn't hear that until that
Yeah.
song.
Okay.
Huh.
All right, we got a couple more for you. So,
You've got 20 minutes.
okay. Well, we might end up a little.
Yeah, we got about 10 minutes worth of songs.
Whatever short of 20 minutes you give us, we will deduct that from
All
your
right.
Yes.
So I grew up in Oak Cliff, and this song is called "Divided by the River," which is kind of referring to the Trinity River. Back when I was growing up, there was no alcohol to be had anywhere south of Oak Cliff. And we had to cross the river into town to, being from a Greek family and having a lot of parties, we would come into town to get, the beer and the liquor to make the highballs and all that kind of stuff. And as a child, to me, I noticed the difference, that big difference, and then just seemed like all the people that had money and whatever was across town. So I decided to write a song about that growing up, and it's called "Divided by the River." I grew up in a small 2-bedroom house with 2 sisters on the poor side of town. And we had to share 2 twin beds, 1 small closet full of hand-me-down threads. And on Saturday we would ride in the car. Well, Daddy drove to town, passing all of the bars. He pulled into a lot with a neon sign. The liquor store was packed and everybody standing in line. Our town was divided by a river, separated by alcohol and class. Whenever Daddy came to buy some liquor, heard them all whisper, "Get on back to your shack." Hey, truck pulled in and parked on the side. Well, they ran inside, looking like Bonnie and Clyde. Well, Daddy came a-running, got his gun, took cover, and shot 'em dead when they tried to run. Our town was divided by that river, separated by alcohol and class. And now when Daddy comes to buy some liquor, now they call him Mister, and give his money back. Hey! Our town was divided by that river, separated by alcohol and class. And now when Daddy comes to buy some liquor, and now they call him Mister, and give his money back. Hey! Divided by a river, we used to hear them whisper, and now they call him Mister, and he doesn't pay for liquor. And now, divided by a river, we used to hear them whisper, and now they call him Mister, and he doesn't pay for liquor. And now, and now.
Hey, that's a good. Hey, you got the audience just keeps on getting bigger. Y'all got them in the palm of your hands now. Just
All right.
yeah,
Awesome.
it's almost doubled since about an hour ago.
Somewhere.
Okay, never mind. We're just talking about maybe adding a song here since we got
Yeah,
a little
add
extra
one.
time.
Add this. You got some time. You got an audience out there. What more could you ask for?
Oh, cool. Okay, we're going to add a song here. You want to go ahead and do this one now?
Okay.
This is impromptu. We have not practiced this, but I will. We did this a few weeks ago, and this is a very special song. A year ago, my wife Cindy had open heart surgery, and the night before we were going to take her to the hospital, she couldn't sleep, and the whole first verse popped into my head, and I sang it to her to help her calm down, and so she was able to get to sleep. And of course, the surgery was a success, and the doctor told her the other day, as a matter of fact, that she has the heart of a 16-year-old girl who has yet to discover pizza, which I thought was a great line. But anyway, the first verse was written the night before her surgery, and the rest of the song was written after her surgery while I was in the hospital with her while she was recuperating. So this song is called Midnight Lullaby. If you find you cannot sleep and you need your soul to keep, you could use a little dream of love. Do not fear, please don't cry. Listen to this lullaby and touch the stars above. We've seen the clouds and felt the rain. I know you've been through so much pain. Now's the time to put it all from your mind. Take a breath, taste the air, wash away all your cares. When you wake, everything will be just fine. We've made it through the hardest part. You hold my love inside your heart. I am with you every step along the way. So close your eyes, go to sleep. I hope you find your soul to keep as I sing you this midnight lullaby. Close your eyes, go to sleep. I know you'll find your soul to keep as you hear me sing your midnight lullaby. As you hear me sing your midnight lullaby.
I think Alan almost went to sleep over there.
It kind of looks like he's waving. He's waving.
Okay. Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you for sticking with us too. Okay. Do you have another one you want to add?
I'm just meditating.
Let's see.
We're testing Gigi's knowledge of her songs.
I know she's got a couple more. She
does.
got a bunch of songs.
That one's in that key, so let's see. Since you did a slow one, I guess I'll do a slow one.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Janet. I'm throwing that out to people on my Facebook watch party.
I'm not going to talk about this song. I'm just going to play it. I came by to see you today. I sat down by the gold name engraved on a rock carved in stone. First time here was 30 years ago. I talked about the life that I've had since you said don't be sad and live your life every day. Share your love and smile along the way, and don't waste any years. Don't hang on to fear. Don't shed no more tears. Gone away, but you're still here. And now it's time to pick out my stone. I don't want to leave my kids alone, but your words got me through. Good advice to pass on from you, and don't waste any years, and don't hang on to fear, and don't shed no more tears. I'll go away, but you're still here. So hey, go and have one more beer, and raise your glass and cheer, and keep your loved ones near. I'm going away, but you're still That was about my mama.
That was wonderful. Gigi, do you have another? And you want to stop it on that one? That's a great song.
No, we have one.
Do one.
We've got a very serious song to end with.
More serious than that? That was
it's dead serious. It's about drinking.
Hey, just a little something. I figured out what that popping sound was.
What is it?
It's my neck. I've got Zoom button.
I like it.
And it affected my neck. It's been stiff, and it was just popping like the dickens. Okay, okay. Play us the song. Okay.
Leah says that's one of her favorite songs, and Janet says that's a great song.
Oh, my sister said it made her cry.
Well, there you go.
Well, I'm surprised I got through it.
We have one of the things that they teach you about songwriting is that you can come up with an idea for a song anywhere. Well, one night I put that to the test because one night Gigi was over at the house and we were writing on some songs and working on websites, and I had to go to the bathroom. So I walked up, I went in there, and as I was walking to the bathroom, I said to myself, okay, they say you can get an idea for a song anywhere, huh? Let's see what idea I come up with in the bathroom. So I went in, and if you know me for any amount of time, you know that my bathroom also doubles as my library. And I looked down, and there was the current issue of Golf Digest magazine. And there was a headline on that, and it said, Old School Chippin', meaning chipping the golf ball. Well, I put that in my brain, and I put it in, I call it kind of like my little rock polishing brain, where I'll take a word or a phrase, and I'll pop it in my brain, and I'll work that until it comes out as a finished, beautiful, final product. Right now, people are gagging listening to this because they know me. But that's what I did with this Old School Chippin'. And I came up with a song about who teaches you how to drink. Made perfect sense, right, Harry? Who taught you how to drink? Was it your friend? Was it your brother or sister? Did you teach yourself? That could be dangerous. Probably wasn't your parents. Well, this was a song about my dear, sweet grandmother who taught me the right ways of drinking. And I want to warn you and Alan both right now, Harry, you're going to need to unmute in a little bit because we're going to be doing a little virtual sing-along. So we're going to have to hear your voices in just a little bit when I call upon you. But here we go. Grandma lived to 103. Never forget her words to me. Alcohol's good, no need to fear it. Just gotta learn to respect your spirit. Old school sippin', try it once and you never go back. Old school sippin', just like I learned from Gentleman Jack. Country living, I was born in a backwoods shack. We were front porch sitting and guitar picking. Nothing was cool as old school sipping. Kind of getting the feel for it so far? Friday down at the fishing hole. Ain't got no bait, ain't got no pole. Didn't come to do no swimming. Here to enjoy a little old school sipping. Ha ha ha, old school sipping. Try it once and you never go back. Old school sipping, just like I learned from Gentleman Jack. Country living, I was born in a backwoods shack. We were front dipping and spit tune hitting. Nothing was cool as old school sipping. Now we're coming to the sing-along part. And I want you to know there's no excuse for this because we once played this song in a sports club in Nashville. Country music superstar Chris Young was there. He sang along to this song. So if Chris Young can sing along to this song, Harry, Alan, you can sing along, and everybody at home, you can sing along too. So here we go. Old school sippin'.
Old school sippin'.
Old school sippin'.
Old school sippin'.
Country living.
Country living.
Country living.
Country living.
Gigi, I think they got it. You want to
So,
give it a shot?
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Old school sipping,
Try it once and you never go back.
old school sipping,
Just like I learned from Gentleman Jack.
country living.
I was born in a backwoods shack. We were front porch sitting and guitar picking. Nothing was cool as old school sipping. That was very, very good. You have energized me. You have made me want to do the one thing I was afraid of doing, and that's crossing the bridge. Are you ready to cross this bridge,
Yep,
Gigi?
let's go right here.
Grandma said no need to waste it. Just gotta take a little time to taste it. Old school sipping. Try it once and you never go back.
Old school sipping,
Just like I learned from Gentleman Jack.
country living.
I was born in a backwoods shack. We were front lip dipping and spit tune hitting. Nothing was cool as old school sipping. Nothing was cool as old school sipping. Old school sipping.
Old school sipping.
Old school sipping.
Old school sipping.
Nothing was cool as old school sipping.
School sipping.
Always brings a tear to my eye.